Hi everyone, Persecuted Foreigner here. Make sure you watch to the end because there's gonna be some changes made to this channel. As some of you might have noticed, my channel got taken down recently. Allegedly, I engaged in the sin of hate speech. So all of a sudden, my channel gets numerous strikes in very short time. I actually appealed the first one and deleted videos that might be offensive, as well as wrote an email to YouTube explaining context and asking for better cooperation. But they just gave me another strike, and this was all happening while another popular Swedish channel got taken down for seemingly no reason. So of course this caused major panic in the house of Foreigner, and as a war refugee I can pretty much smell a purge when it's coming, so I chose to take down all my videos. And then after a few days of constipating anxiety, YouTube decides to restore my channel with really no explanation, so thanks YouTube for plunge my depression into an even deeper sinkhole. This turmoil came at a really great time, so not to get too personal here, but that is kind of why uploads have been a bit slow lately. I haven't experienced the feeling of joy for about 11 years, and sometimes it affects my work, which consists of reading about rape and grenade attacks all week long, so I think you understand why I need a change of pace sometimes. I'll make sure to upload a video eventually on how shitty socialist mental care can be, although those words pretty much speak for themselves, so spoiler alert here. I'm also working on several books of both satirical and autobiographical nature, not both at once, of course, and I really think that they can make you go, oh, at times. They'll make you think, you know? Make you think, you know? After you get done pissing your pants, because when I don't have to restrict myself to a physical reality, you know it's gonna be hilarious, so it's worth waiting for. It's worth waiting. I want to be able to offer variety to those who support this channel, because there's too many creative ideas I just don't get time to exercise. It would be nice to offer more interviews, as well as book reviews and political analysis of movies. Those are gonna get tricky. I already have about 70 scripts lying around with the regular video format, so I'm clearly not planning on stopping anytime soon. But what this experience taught me is that not everyone has the same take on that. Not everyone wants me to keep going, especially not my own government, and so I can't really depend on YouTube as a citizen in the long run. And judging by the looks of it, neither can you, considering the amount of complaints I get from people who just miss my uploads. Just magically miss my uploads, even though they check that notification box. Huh, isn't that weird? And I have the same problem everywhere. It's insanely demotivating to work this hard and not be able to reach your own audience. Facebook actively hides posts from your own followers because they want you to pay for marketing. And Twitter likely shadow banned me since my account with 25,000 followers on average won't even get 50 reactions to a tweet. So it's shit. This is why I created my own website, angryforeigner.net. It's not entirely finished yet, but the intent is to serve as the cultural hub for the cult of Foreigner, gathering all my creations and updates. I also plan on adding an info central, where people can find all sources I've ever used in my videos, on immigration and economy, as well as feminism and the wage gap. That way people can find help with their homework without having to ask me. Great, right? Most importantly, make sure to scroll down and subscribe to the email list if you wish to stay updated on when I create something new. Because you sure won't be updated on here. Especially if I disappear. I have to say that, it was genuinely creepy being completely shut off from your audience of 200,000 plus people without the chance to even object to what's happening. Because even though I appealed the first strike, even though I wrote an email asking for better cooperation, they piled on a new strike and new restrictions. And my social media pages aren't that big considering the times I've had sites removed. So if it wasn't for all the people sharing my posts, complaining on Twitter, and the alternative media writing articles, this Foreigner could not have been saved. So y'all some humanitarian balls. Seething with jealousy, UNICEF surely are. Here's the thing though, just because my channel is back doesn't mean it's safe to keep creating the same content and going on as usual. So those of you who want to keep following my work would be wise to bookmark my website and follow me on Patreon or Subscribestar. And make sure to be really active with that newsletter. Check your email. Don't forget about your email, because otherwise you'll miss out on all my exclusive long edition director cut videos that are 100% halal. Trust me, okay? I've blessed it myself. And last but certainly not least, I would sincerely like to thank all of you who heard a call of my hashtag and chose to react. At which point the social media company, colluding with the very same government that hates me enough to write reports about me, chose to back down and reverse the decision. Because it's all like I said in my most recent upload. Swedes want their foreigners. The Swedes need their foreigners. So let the Swedish people receive and impound all that foreigner. And so this is the deep and profound, yet very physically distant, comfortable relationship where I never really have to leave my house or talk to anyone, yet I get you off. And so in turn, you leave me alone completely and fully, except for when it's time to get me off with your support. And so there's an exchange that happens here where we're just taking care of each other without ever really interacting, and that's a good thing. And so, thank you. I really think it was the people that swayed this one, and I greatly appreciate all the donations. They really make a difference. And I don't feel entirely comfortable calling you fans or giving you some other kind of cute nickname, but I do feel comfortable calling you my only partially illegitimate whore sons, and you rock ass. I appreciate your patience. I care very much about what I do, and it's hard to set realistic standards sometimes. It gets hard to balance resources with limitations. So I'll link this article in the video description for any artists out there with similar stress issues. And I can't really be bothered reading all those comments anymore because social media companies can fuck you up worse than porn. So I don't see the point with spending all my time on the internet.
Like you.
What this means is that I will primarily interact with my subscribers through the message perks on Patreon and Subscribestar, as well as my new Discord server, which doesn't believe in open borders. Anyone who wants to support me can look there, and everyone else, stop asking me for free shit! Welfare seaman. I'm trying to work, so just let me be an assimilated foreigner, okay? Just let me work. That's all I want to do.